who are in the green. Roy Birch and Bill Beswick are our commentators.
Great steal by Saunders against Johnson. Can he make it? What a good steal and play by Russell Saunders. Now that's the kind of things that wins championships. Wonderful work. Look at the steal. Quick hands, and look at him protect the ball all the way to the hoop so Saunders can't get a touch at it.
And the important thing there was that Johnson could not afford to play tough defense because of those 4 fouls lined up on him. And we have an offensive foul there on Keith Ramsey. He threw his elbow and the referee called it an offensive foul. But that will not result in a 1-and-1 situation because the team that committed the foul were in control of the ball. So Sunderland get possession.
Very uncharacteristic for young Ramsey, and it gives Sunderland the ball back. This is exactly what they want. This is a big, important moment for them. Wilkie, key man, rushed the shot. Will he? Oh, but a big rebound. Great ball. Powerful man under the basket. What a big, strong man. Boxing his favourite interest. Boy, he traded elbows there. Wilkie fades on the shot, doesn't make it, but watch for Clyde Vaughan. Here's the power man, look at that, and straight back up. And Sunderland win the ball back. 78-78, the first time the game's been tied up. 3 minutes 24 left. Everything happening for Sunderland now. Important moments for Manchester, must regain their cool. Nelson with the ball, Manga. Very tight man-to-man defence, who's going to make the big shots? Nelson with a 3-point, no. He travels with the ball. What an error at this stage of the game.
I cannot understand why Jeff Jones has taken Dick Donaldson out of the game, because he was having a great game on the defensive board and scoring key points as well. Now he's subbed him out of the game and put this young man on the ball now, Jason Fogarty, in.
2 minutes 53 seconds left. It's a question of who's going to take the responsibility and take the big shots. Keith Ramsey's not frightened. What a 3-point shot! Keith Ramsey from way out. 19 points for young Ramsey, and what a shot. Saunders replies. Whoa! Here we go. 3 points to 3 points. 25 to Saunders. 81-81. What a finish. Great steal. Manchester hustling and bustling. Sunderland retain possession. Manchester's possession.
What a great hustle there from Steve Nelson. He spent a long time in this game on the floor. He's lost all the skin on his elbows, skin on his knees. He's hustling after the loose ball. He really wants this game so badly.
Johnson into Kearney. Good work by Mangum. Ramsey with the open shot. He makes it. 21 points for this young Englishman. Kearney looks inside Ramsey, even behind the angle of the backboard, makes the basket. What a wonderful game Keith Ramsey's had. Saunders forces the shot, draws Ramsey into a foul. Clever play by the old professional. Full foul for Ramsey. Important foul shots now for Russell Saunders. 83 points to Manchester, 81 to Sunderland. 2 minutes left. Oh yeah, must make those foul shots. Saunders again. No, what an error at this stage of the game. A classic player. Now, if Manchester can score this time, it means Sunderland have to score twice in order to win. And we have 1 minute 50 seconds left in the game. Johnson loses possession. Bad error. Nelson. Now Saunders. Let's make up for those foul shots. Steve Nelson, Sunderland waiting for the right shot. Mangum takes responsibility. What a wonderful check by St. Kitts. This great athlete blocks the shot. Jason Fogarty on the drive. Charging foul against Jason Fogarty. Third foul for Jason, and he'll be upset with that because it gives Sunderland the ball back. And because they're in team foul trouble, Sunderland get the opportunity. Referees are negotiating this, and I'm not sure they... Will Jones has decided the ball has left the possession of the player. Sideline ball. Sunderland ball.
1:25 remaining.
he said that Fogarty still had the ball in his hands when contact was caused, so there was no one-on-one. Turnaround jumper there from Nelson. Rebound. What a great scrap they have in there. There's a foul being called. Who's committed the foul? Foul. Fogarty. Now that is a one-on-one situation, and that makes Fogarty's 5th foul. And look who we've got to replace him coming back into the game. Dib Donaldson.
As you say, Roy, this could work to Manchester's advantage. Donaldson was playing so well when he was taken out of the game. Fogarty, great battler, great player. He's worked hard for Manchester. Always gives 100%, does Jason. But these are important shots. Steve Nelson. Good shooting. Done well with Sunderland. Craig Lynch has done a good job on him. 1 point the deficit. Second shot. Great play by Nelson. 11 points. Tied game. 1 minute 10 seconds remaining. Jerry Johnson, though, is he the man for this occasion? Oh! Manchester very lucky to recover, but he's all tied up. 5 seconds call. Johnson was tied up for 5 seconds by the 2 defenders, and therefore the ball is given to Sunderland from the sideline. Magic moment for Sunderland. 58 seconds remaining. This is a big offence because they must score. Manchester are bound to get the ball back at least one more time because Sunderland only have 30 seconds to make this shot. Saunders looking for the opening. Nelson, is he going to make it? It's off the rim. Big rebounds. Wilkie. Big shot by Scott Wilkie. Sunderland in the lead, 85-83. Johnson for Manchester. Donaldson. Johnson, Manchester desperate for a basket. Johnson takes it. He makes it. What a great move by the little man. 10 seconds remaining. 9. Sunderland have the last shot. No fouls, Manchester. Nelson with a long shot. It's off the rim. Ramsey, 1 second. And the game's in overtime. What a dramatic finish to this second semi-final. Carlsberg Basketball Championships. 85 points each. Sunderland and Manchester must go into overtime. 5 minutes remaining. Sunderland with the ball. On a roll at the moment. Saunders with the big shot from the outside. Clyde Vaughan steals the rebound but gets stolen back. Jerry Johnson. Manchester all the way through for Johnson. Wilkie takes the ball off him. Exciting stuff here at Birmingham. Saunders.
That is not the thing that Jeff Jones wants Jerry Johnson to do in the first minute of overtime on 4 fouls. Drive all the way to the hoop with a defender there. That could have been crucial. That could have been his 5th foul.
Clyde Vaughan missing an easy jump shot. He'll be disappointed. Johnson on the drive. That's what he likes to do. That's what he's very, very good at. That's why he was voted the best player in America under 6 foot. Lovely quick play by Johnson. Here he goes. Quick shift of direction, protect the ball, roll the ball into the hoop. 2 points for Manchester. Scott Wilkie. In and out of the basket. Tragedy for Sunderland. 87, Manchester. 85, Sunderland. St. Kitts. Off the rim. Rebounds his own shot. Turns around. Off the rim. And I think that was scampered back in by Sunderland in the desperation to get the rebound. 4 points the margin. 3 minutes 40 seconds. Important possession for Sunderland. Must score. Scott Wilkie. Good move by Wilkie. What a great game he's had. 26 points. 2 points the margin. Now Johnson. He wants to score on this one. Closely marked by Saunders. Screen set by Kearney. Will Jones calls the foul. Saunders is upset. He says, what are you calling that for at this stage of the game, Will? Result is still that shots for Jerry Johnson. Important shots.
Can you call that Saunders just picked up his 4th foul. So now Saunders and Johnson both on 4 fouls.
Little man, big shot. 3 points the margin. Sunderland must score twice to win. Key foul shots. At the end of a long game when players are fatigued and injured, yet they still make the big shots. 16 points for Jerry Johnson. Saunders, 4 points the margin. 3 minutes left. No panic, Sunderland. Plenty of time. Looking for Wilkie to make the nice... Whoa, what a nice turnaround. Beautifully set up by Sunderland. 28 points for Scott Wilkie. What a super game he's had. Consistent, high percentage player. 2 points the margin. 2:53 left. Manchester, Ramsey has had a fine game. Keith Ramsey there, about to inbound the ball. Wonderful game he's had. 21 points, most of them 3-pointers. Johnson, looking for a one-on-one with Saunders. Ramsey, great check by Nelson. Loose ball goes back to Manchester. Shot clock starts again, so Manchester no problem. Ramsey. He travels. Tragic error at this stage of the game. He's disappointed, but I thought he travelled, and umpire Keith Bruce calls it. Craig Lynch takes Nelson out of the game, brings Nottage back in. A young player for an experienced player. There's Keith Ramsey. You see the referee adjudges he travelled on that one. He was off balance and out of control, and I think Keith, when he looks back, will admit it. Nottage with the ball for Sunderland. 2 points the margin. Every shot now is a big shot. Wilkie, the man they're going to. Great work by Dick Donaldson, but Wilkie, what an effort by the big man. He's holding Sunderland together. Scores a tide. 30 points for Wilkie. 1:55 remaining.
That's a great battle in there between Dip Donaldson and Scott Wilkie. Donaldson is commanding that defensive backboard, but Wilkie's fighting for everything. And there we have another 3 points from Keith Ramsey. What a fantastic game he's had from outside that 3-point arc. 24 points.
And Ramsey, as so often, has saved Manchester in this game. 3 points to lead. Saunders with a 3-point. Off the rim. Big rebound by Vaughan. And look who's back to steal it, Jerry Johnson. Great defensive work. 94-91 in overtime. This game has gone into extra time. 3 points the margin. Manchester in the green shirts leading. Terry Mangum for Sunderland, looking for Wilkie. Nottage, big shot. Off the rim. Big rebound by St. Kitts. Donaldson was on his way down, couldn't change direction. This is an important moment now for Sunderland. Craig Lynch knows it, the Sunderland coach. Nottage. Great defence by Manchester. Clyde Vaughan in his favourite spot. Draws the foul. Good move by Sunderland to go close in. It looks like St. Kitts foul, 4th foul on him. And once more we're back into that situation of these so important foul shots. Clyde Vaughan, he's played in some major college basketball in the States. Should be used to this situation. Yep. He needs both these, because then Sunderland just need the 1 2-point basket to win the game. And he does. Good work by Clyde Vaughan. Now Manchester. 1 point in the lead. 1 minute remaining. Jerry Johnson, Nottage brought on to do a big defensive job against him. Good work so far. Johnson free, Kearney free. Good work between the two of them. They set that basket up so nicely. 12 points to Kearney, 3 points in the game. 46 seconds left. Mangum with a big shot from the outside. And there's the rebounding power of Clyde Vaughan. Jump ball situation. Dip Donaldson and Clyde Vaughan. Very important who gets possession. Manchester leading by 3.
Yes, and I think both coaches have still got a timeout left. So with 39 seconds to go, there's Craig Lynch. He's asking the table for a timeout, but he asked a little bit too late there. He still asked for a timeout. And You can have a timeout after an opponent's score, but not your own score. 3 points there from Saunders, ties the game again. 30 seconds left in this period of overtime.
28 points for Russell Saunders, and what a good time to create a three-point shot. Now the pressure's on Manchester because 17 seconds left. They can take the last shot of the game. Johnson's obviously looking at the clock. He makes his move now, takes the shot. Whoa, what a great shot! 7 seconds left. Manchester by 2. Timeout for Sunderland. Sunderland have possession with 7 seconds left. But once more, Jerry Johnson takes responsibility. Here he is, he watches the clock. Look at him slide between the gap. The skills of the little man. And what a clever little shot off the board to finish. Magic moments from Jerry Johnson. 98 points to 96. 7 seconds left. What can they do, Roy? What can Sunderland do?
Craig Lynch talking to his players there. Who do we go to? Do we look for a three-pointer? Do we look to draw a foul? Or do we go inside to one of the big players for a bank shot off the board? If they go for 2, then it takes it to double overtime. If they go for 3 and they're successful, they win by 1. They may miss though, therefore lose the game by 2, or they may draw a foul. What does Jeff Jones do? Jeff Jones, I would imagine he'll instruct his players to make Sunderland take as long as possible to get this ball up the floor, but do not foul them. We cannot afford to foul them.
So here we go. This is what basketball is all about. This is where the fun is. And immediately Johnson fouls Saunders. 5 fouls for Jerry Johnson. A magic moment followed by a foolish moment. Johnson's taken himself out of the game. He's put Saunders on the line. Saunders can now tie up the game and leave Manchester just 4 seconds to take the final shot. Coach Craig Lynch couldn't have hoped for a better situation.
However, the pressure is all on Saunders now. We saw him a few minutes ago miss 2 crucial free throws from this spot. He has to put both these shots in to tie the game with 4 seconds left, but he knows that if he does that, then Johnson is out of the game.
4 out of 6 Saunders has scored so far. 5 out of 7. Big shot. Big shot. Remember, Manchester can still go down and take a final shot. Yes! 30 points for Russell Saunders. 4 seconds remaining. Donaldson throws a long shot off the rim. Saunders throws the long shot, but time's up. Second overtime in this tremendously exciting semi-final. What wonderful play by players who must be desperately tired. 98 points to 98, and we go into the second period of overtime. And our statistician John Quinlan reminds me that this is not new to these teams. On a previous occasion this season, they were in a game that went to the 3rd period of overtime. So clearly not a new experience for these teams, but a 3rd overtime brings a very exciting circumstances. But this is how it happened. Saunders, the front one, the front rim onto the backboard and scored. Key points.
What Manchester must be asking themselves is, what have we got to do to knock these guys down? 16 points up, 11 points up, overtime, and now they find themselves, after that foul shot from Russ Saunders, they find themselves without Jason Fogarty, fouled out on 5 fouls, without Jerry Johnson, also fouled out, and now they have Kevin Penny coming back in the game, Kevin St. Kitts on 4 fouls, they have a load of foul trouble, and Sunderland just will not lie down.
All sorts of new variables in the game now. The players are tired. There are people out on foul trouble. Players are in the game that weren't in originally because they're replacing players that have left. And coaches find themselves into new territories of coaching. Great game, though, for the public. Great game in terms of excitement, skills. Teams changed around. And here we go. Second period of overtime. 98 points to 98. 5 minutes to play. Teams sort themselves out and have decided that they're changing direction. Umpire Keith Bruce waits, and here we go. 3rd period of overtime. 5 minutes to play. 98 points each.
And just to remind viewers that you cannot have a tie, you cannot have a draw in basketball. If the scores are level at the end of normal time, then overtime is played. And overtime is played until that tie is broken. And there we have Sunderland take the lead for the first time in the game. 100 points to 98.
Terry Mangum, big shot, Terry Mangum, and at the start of the first period of overtime, it was Manchester that streaked into a lead, but this time it's Sunderland. Dip Donaldson, Kearney, Andrew Lang. Errors there. Good play by Mangum. The referee rules his feet were out of bounds. Tense moments. And Manchester surely in desperate straits regarding fitness and injuries, because they've got Dave Gardner warming up at the sideline. He's not played in the game so far with having a bad ankle injury. Russell Saunders, there's David Saunders stretching, David Gardner stretching out. And it will be a real surprise if he makes the appearance in this game. Nottage. Mangum, who's having an outstanding last period of the game. Russell Saunders, 100 points to 98. Sunderland in the lead. Nottage. Beautifully worked shot by Kenny Nottage. 102-98, 4 points the margin. Pressures on Manchester. Sunderland drop into zone. Keith Ramsey can't do it this time. He's done it so often this game, but perhaps Donaldson can. What great work by Dip Donaldson. Big rebound, turns, lays it in. 8 points by the big man, Dip Donaldson. 102-100. 3 minutes, 18 seconds left. Second overtime. National Championship semi-final. Nottage, same spot as before. Makes the basket. What a great game this man's having.
Mr. Cool, Kenny Nottage, just sunk two crucial two-pointers. Takes his team 4 points into the lead. What a great second period of overtime he's having. The thing is, both teams are tired now, so he does have that extra bit of space in which to shoot. And there's an error. That's a backcourt error, because Manchester passed the ball back into their backcourt. That's Sunderland's possession.
And Manchester looked tired. 1 or 2 heads going down. That was a crucial error. Sunderland now have all the initiative, and if they can make this basket a 6-point lead, it might prove insurmountable. But then we said that before in this game, and look where we are, second overtime. Russell Saunders directing the play. He wants the space to go to the hoop. Keith Ramsey close in. Big rebounding situation. Will Jones, the referee. He's looking for a foul, and it looks like Wilkie. His 4th foul on Scott Wilkie. And that takes Manchester to the foul line, because both teams are in team foul trouble. And a one-on-one penalty situation with the big man, Dip Donaldson, on the line. Very calm, very cool customer, Donaldson.
And I would put my money on Dip Donaldson putting both these foul shots in. He shows good form from the line. The ball rests in his hands. Lovely follow through, good fingers, great backspin on the ball, and the ball goes in, all net. Well played, Dip.
Cool customer. 104-102. Still the rhythm with Sunderland. Important basket now. Nottage, pressured by Andrew Lang. Good play, Andrew. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Second period of overtime. Crucial now that the big names in basketball make their impact. This is what basketball is all about. Who takes the big shot? Saunders on this occasion. What a great shot by the little man. 106-102. 32 points for Saunders. A very cool game and superb basket on that occasion. Ramsey. Dip Donaldson under the hoop. Trapped. Ramsey, the big three-point shooter. No space. Good defense by Sunderland zone. Penny. What a wonderful shot by Kevin Penny. Comes into the game as a substitute, fires the big shot. Second three-pointer for Kevin, 6 in the game. 106-105, Sunderland lead. They still need to score every time they come down the court. Wilkie being taken out of the game inside by Kearney. Here he is, Wilkie with the ball. Key player for Sunderland. No space. Mangum finds the space. Sets up Vaughan. Fouls caused. Nice offense by Sunderland then. Drew the defenders, laid the ball off. Donaldson forced into the foul situation. Second foul for Dip Donaldson and Clyde Vaughan on the line. Now we saw Clyde Vaughan on the line some minutes previously in very, very important shot situation. He made both then. Can he do it again? Well, they say fatigue makes cowards of all of us, and Kenny Nottage comes up. Good work by Kenny. Come on, Clyde, he says, let's go. Need this one. Yep, 2 points, the margin. So, will Manchester go for a three-pointer to take the lead, or a safer shot to tie up the game? 1.5 minutes remain. Donaldson inside and close. Rebound situation. Kenny Nottage comes out with it, and Donaldson fouls him. That was a big rebound by Kenny Nottage. Good play by Kevin Penny. Picks Kenny off the floor, both former England players. Timeouts called by the coaches. 107-105, Sunderland possession, 1 minute 20 seconds left. Roy, Sunderland look good.
Sunderland look good, and what they've done here is they've opted for possession. They could have had a 1-on-1 situation, but the problem there is that they could have missed the first shot, or they could have missed the second shot had the first one been successful. So what they've opted for is to eat the clock up. With possession, they can take 30 seconds over taking the next shot, and if they score, then Manchester have little time left in which to score.
Great rebounding situations at both ends. It's so important, rebounding, and you can tell why these teams recruit the big men. Dip Donaldson has the shot, and here's the rebound going now. Now look at the effort, and of course, Kenny Nottage fouled as he grabs that ball. So, 1 minute 20 seconds left. Sunderland possession. They stack up at the halfway line. They'll know exactly what they're going to do with this, and they're going to give it to the man, Saunders, the 30-point man. 2 points in the lead. Sunderland can take their time, but a basket this time might just seal the game for them. Kenny Nottage, Mr. Cool. Scott Wilkie. Look how far Manchester are forcing them out from the basket. Saunders finds the gap. He opens it for Nottage. Wonderful shot by Nottage. 3 from 3 from the same spot. 4 points, 54 seconds remaining. Andrew Lang. Kearney. Tremendous pressure on Manchester. Ramsey, the big three-point player. Can't make it this time. Donaldson, the rebounder. Great work underneath. Look at this for pressure. Referee Will Jones sorts them out. I think he calls a foul against Kevin Penny. Tremendous rebounding work by Clyde Vaughan. Craig Lynch, he's got the look of a winner. Clyde Vaughan, great rebounding. What will they take, possession or shots? Clever move by Coach Lynch. 36 seconds on the clock, 4 minutes in the lead. He'll take possession from the halfway line. Now, what they have to do now is not get trapped, but they have to retain possession, run the clock down. On that occasion, foul by Andrew Lang, but Sunderland didn't run the clock down. Manchester have to score twice now to win the game, and Sunderland need to waste time. Here's Saunders, he can make a layup. Oh, wonderful layup and the foul. It's all Sunderland. Very clever play from the start, 34 points to Saunders. That was a nice move. Manchester expected him to go the other way and waste time, and Saunders cuts to the basket, makes his layup. Here he goes, and a lot of pressure from Kearney and the foul, but Saunders makes the hoop. Now, if he makes this 1 point, it's virtually impossible for Manchester to come back. He doesn't, and here we go, Donaldson. Who's going to take the three-point shots? Donaldson elects himself. Kevin Penny takes the rebound. There's a scramble. Wilkie's got the ball. Sunderland ball. 20 seconds in the game. 111 for Sunderland. 105 for Manchester. Sunderland looking, acting, talking like winners. Manchester, they've fought so hard with so many injury problems. They control the game for most of the game, but in the overtimes, it's Sunderland that's proved the dominant team. Big moment for Sunderland. 20 seconds in the game. The end of the second period of overtime. We've watched 50 minutes of arduous basketball. Nottage. An error from Nottage, a tired error. Manchester looking for the three-point shots. Andrew Lang. Kearney. Fouls called against Mangum. Now, Kearney might well get 3 foul shots on this occasion.
Yes, which goes to show that even with 30 seconds left and 6 points down, the game is not over. Kearney now has 3 free throws to shoot, and if he gets them all, then his team will trail by 3. All they need then is possession and another 3-pointer to tie the game up yet again. Well, that's a big, big if. He must score these 3, and then his team desperately needs possession again. He gets the first. 111-106.
Oh, Chris Kearney looks up and says, how could that happen? I spent my life taking foul shots. How could I miss that one? He throws deliberately for the rebound. Can't do it. Ball must hit the ring to be live. Sideline possession. Now, Sunderland, can you hold the ball for 20 seconds? Play possession ball. Referee Will Jones rules that Saunders went over the halfway line back, and therefore it's an error. Manchester back in possession. 8 seconds. Shoot the ball, Andrew Lang. No luck. Sunderland will just hold the ball. Nelson throws it in the air as the clock runs out. And after 2 periods of overtime, Sunderland win the second semi-final of the Carlsberg National Championships. Tremendous delight for Scott Wilkie, number 14. What a superb game he's had. Craig Lynch, the coach, delighted, but Scott Wilkie, 30 points, 4 out of 4 from the foul line, 14 rebounds, 13 out of 18 shots scored. What a wonderful play by Scott Wilkie. Sunderland 111, Manchester 106. Sunderland go forward to meet Kingston in the final.